Hello guys, my name is Dr. Hades, and in this video we will talk about a champion that is not that good 1v1, but is very good 1v2 or more. You guessed it right, his name is Darius.
It's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
Okay guys, so let's start with abilities, and this is a long passive, but it's a very strong one. It's called Hemorrhage. Whenever Darius damages an enemy with the X blade, they bleed for 13 physical damage over 5 seconds, stacking up to 5 times. Whenever an enemy champion reaches max Hemorrhage or dies to Noxian Giliton, Darius gains Noxian Might for 5 seconds, guaranteeing 30 bonus attack damage and applying max Hemorrhage to enemies hit. Noxian Giliton is his ulti, so we're gonna talk about this combo later. So how this passive works, I'm gonna put a dummy here and let me show you. So 1 health, 1 blood tier, 3, 4, and then practically you got him to max stacks, and if he dies for this, because of this, next enemy you attack, it gets directly 5 stacks, so you don't have to hit him 5 times. So let's move on to Q, which is called Decimate. After a short delay, Darius swings his axe around himself, striking enemies in its path. Enemies hit by the axe blade take 50 physical damage. Enemies hit by the handle take 35% damage. Darius heals for 15% of his missing health per enemy champion and large monster hit by the blade. Maximum 3 times, which is 45%. So if he hits his enemies in the outer circle, practically between those blades and the circle, the big circle, you get all the damage. But if you hit near Darius, the enemy, you get you do just 35% of the damage. And of course, if you hit the enemy or the targets outer with the blade, you get also 15% of your missing health per enemy champion you hit. So this is really good, and this is why I said this is very good against 2 or 3 or more champions. Okay, he's very good against more champions than just against one. He's more dangerous. So let me show you. If you're very close, now I hit it with the outer blade, 190, and now you saw I just did 43. But also keep in mind, guys, that if you hit with the outer blade, you can also get stacks on the dummy. Okay, so you have to keep that in mind. Look, okay, I got 1 tier because I hit with my Q. So again, if you hit with your inner blade, you get less damage, and if you hit with your outer blade, you get more damage, and also you get missing health back. So keep in mind to hit them like this. Okay, so let's move on to the W, level up. W is called Crippling Strike. Darius' next basic attack deals 102 physical damage and slows the target by 90% for 1 second. Crippling Strike refunds its mana cost and 50% of its cooldown if it kills the target. So if you kill the target with W, which goes like this, you press W and then it will do this special attack, slowing the enemy. If you kill the enemy with this W, it will get 15% cooldown reduction and also half of the mana. Okay, moving on to the E, which is called Apprehend. Its passive, Darius gains 15% armor penetration, and active pulls in all enemies in front of Darius and slows them by 40% for 1 second. So practically it works like this, and it helps you a lot with the combo. You get the dummy closer and then you do like this. Practically the combo is E, W and then Q. Why? Because with E you get it closer, with Q you get him slowed, and it's a lot easier to hit your Q like that, okay? And of course, if there are more enemies in the range of your E, you get them all near you. But with your Q, with your W will hit only one, and then with Q you can hit all of them, of course. So this is how it works. So let's move on to the ultimate, because this is very strong, and it's called Noxian Giliton. Leaps to the target enemy champion and strikes a lethal blow, dealing 100 true damage. For each stack of hemorrhage on the target, Noxian Giliton deals an additional 20% damage. Maximum damage right now would be 291. If Noxian Giliton kills the target, it may be recast at no cost within 20 seconds. At rank 3, Noxian Giliton unlocks its cooldown resets entirely on kills, and it no longer has a mana cost. So when you get it to level 3, it will cost no mana, and if you get kills, it will entirely reset. So and that's really nice. So this is how you should do it. You should E, get the attack speed, get the stacks on, and when you have 5 stacks, I hit it faster. Practically when you have all the stacks, practically when you have this blade here, you should ulti, because you have all the stacks. See, I have 2, 3, 4, 5, and now is the time you should ulti, you do max damage like that. Okay? This is how Darius works. Now that we talked about abilities, let's see how we should upgrade them. So you should start with Q, and then you should go W. Let me level up. W, E, and then you max out Q. 4 and 5 Q, 6 ulti, 7 Q, 8 W, 9 Q. And now Q does more damage. It will get you back the same amount of health if you hit the enemies in the outer with the blade. So, but you will do a lot more damage. Let's move on, and 10 W, 11 ulti, 12 W, 13 W, and now you will do a lot more slow, because now it will slow 90% for 1 second, and you will do 200 damage. So this is a lot more damage, more slow. And the last 14E, 15E, 16 ulti, and now your maximum damage is 878 true damage, guys. So when an enemy gets under 878, you kill him instantly, and as you can see, you have 0 mana cost. So practically it's a really good ulti. So 17 and 18 is of course about E. You get 35 armor penetration now, and you pull all enemies and slows them by 40% this time. So of course E now costs less mana, you get more cooldown reduction, and you slow more. So this is how Darius works. Let me tell you again how the combo should go. So let me show you that you do more damage to both of them. It's better to do your combo and then ult, and if you kill your target, your ulti will reset. Keep that in mind, that your ulti will reset once you kill an enemy with your R, with your ulti, and you can use it again on the next champion within 20 seconds, of course. Okay, so we talked about abilities, and let's move on to the runes. Okay guys, as for the runes, it's very close to Garen runes, and you should use Conqueror, Triumph, Legend, Electricity, and Last Stand, and on the second column you should use Sorcery with Nimbus Cloak and Celerity. You should go on offense with 10% attack speed, then 9 adaptive force and 6 armor. With these runes, in my opinion, you should be a beast as a top laner, and trust me guys, Darius is very good late game, and practically he scales really good, and he's a beast, I think, even early game, mid game, and also late game. So you just have to play him to get free LP. Let's move on to the items. Okay guys, so for the items, you should use again Ninja Tabi if you play against an AD champion, and Mercury Trades if you play against an AP champion, and the core should be like this: Trinity Force with Sterak Cage and Black Cleaver. Of course you have to start with Trinity Force, and after that, if you are, let's say, a little bit more faded, you can do Black Cleaver first and that's then Steroid Cage. If you are just okay in the game or you're feeding, you should do Steroid Cage first. For situational items, in my opinion, again, like in Garen case, you should go for Spirit Visage as a fourth item, fifth item if you take in consideration the boots, because it gives you healing received by 30% increased, so your Q will be a lot better. It will help you a lot, especially in team fights. And after that, it depends what you need. You need more damage and a little bit of armor, you get Guardian Angel. If you need more sustain, you get that stance. If you need more magic resist, you go Adaptive Help. And if you need more armor and more slow, Random Omen. If you just need more armor, you go Thornmail. And if you need movement speed, armor and health, you go Deadman's Plate. It depends on the situation on here, and this is why it's called situational items, of course. But with these core items, I think you will be a beast. And practically this item is not so important if you get to do these ones. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, just smash that like button, subscribe to my channel and enter the giveaway. Until next time, do not forget that League of Legends is a team game and not a single player one. See ya!